that was not on you. It's just in all the chaos I didn't start recording.
Oh, so like the VOD's going to be missing the first little bit?
Yeah, first couple of balls. I mean, I can also just download this raw from.
Right. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Had some technical difficulties with the rig.
It happens.
Some zap straps and some duct tape, and we're back in action.
Yippers.
All right, Ada's having a pretty good ball here. Oh, pardon me, this is Tori.
Yeah.
She's having a good ball. One more of those drops to go. Oh, what a save. Just missed getting the poker letters there. Let's see if she goes for that drop. And she does. So now she's got that star. She hits that. That's going to get 10 times playfield going. And she's got it. On cue. Ah, dang. Seems to always what happens. You get that 10 times going, and then you drain out right after. But quick points there. How does the audio sound? Can I get an audio check from anybody in chat? Is the playfield audio too high? Is the room audio too high? Really, we sounded pretty good. All right, here's Ashley for her first ball. So many times I can talk about strat to do, but you see she went up the left lane there, and then that advances every time you go up, so it'll be 20K for the next shot up there. Safe shots up there, and you can get your poker letters. Good way to advance your bonus multiplier. There's a nifty little kick down with the upper flipper. And a good old spinner rip. Yeah, if you can juice that up to 10K a spin, that becomes a very lucrative shot. Ooh. All right, Craig up for his ball too. Ooh, just balances it right on the top there. Be good for a stall ball. I don't know if that counts in a stall ball tournament, but I'd argue it would. Probably doesn't though. Oh, that's a rough out lane there. Okay, see if Ada can do something here on ball two. That first ball was pretty quick. Looks like she's going for the drop targets. Oh, nice save there. Almost between the flippers. Not afraid to give the machine a little nudge. Good to see. That's what I like to do with that upper flipper there too. If it starts bouncing around, so much risk for it going to the out lane there. I just try to flip it out of there. Ooh, oh wow, what a series of saves there. I think I might have to clip that. She had two quick saves between the flippers there.
I mean, the flippers on this game are remarkably close together. So it feels like it's very difficult to drain down the middle because they're just so close. But you still have to have the flipper skills to be able to save it, right?
Yep.
And I was playing against Ada last week, and on big games specifically, I think I saw like 3 or 4 just ridiculous saves in a very short span.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this seems par for the course. Yeah, also I need to change something on the score cam because
the light there.
The exposure, yeah, the shutter speed.
Oh, I see. I'm learning.
I know how to do things.
It looks better than looking at it in real life right here.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it's flickering when because Lady Luck is right to our right, so. just because no one's chatting, you know. I mean, if no one's chatting, what I've done is now I've manufactured this little cool Swippy thingy, so now we have some upcoming events in case y'all are curious.
It's a nice graphic there.
Yeah, it's just going to be a pain to constantly update the slideshow.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I did the work to change all these things over, and guess what? Next week, I'm going to change it again. Great power in lane there. That's always fun to see. And a gate was open, so safe. This is a scary feed.
But now the gate is closed.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And in case you were hearing that sound, Brad just passed someone by 2,000 points on laser Q.
Ooh,
so
that is not a lot of points.
No. Ooh, good little nudge there. Just to keep it on that tip of the flipper. Ooh, goodness.
10 times playfield right now too.
Yeah, and I mean,
City.
if you're struggling with control, you just hammer that Joker bank, you know?
Yeah.
Ideally, a spinner rip,
yeah.
right? But still.
Points is points. Ooh. That's a good ball. Good use of that 10 times multiplier. All right, ball 3. Craig's got a little work to do here to catch up to Ashley after that good ball. Let's see if he keeps going after the drop target bank. And he does. I haven't really seen anyone go for the captive ball there to increase their spinner. Oh no. All right, Craig's currently sitting in second, but again, all it takes is one good ball and Lady Luck. That could have been right to the out lane there, but she saved it. And there's a great spinner up. Nice tip over. Get that capped ball, so now our spinner's up, but not bad, not bad. That was a good ball 3. All right, we got a new follower. Thank you, Marco Awesome. Okay, Tori trying to get something done here on her ball 3. Just going for those drops. I like to go orbits all day. It's nice and safe, but last week I could not find that spinner whatsoever, so it was just coming back down. But if you can keep it up in the orbits to build up your bonus multiplier, that's a good strat, good safe strat. A little bit boring, but points is points. All right, we're up to 12 viewers now. How's the audio sounding? Is the audio in the room too loud? No comments. Okay. Ash has already got this thing won, so she is just playing for fun. And there it is. Okay, let's see where we move to next. I should probably transition that, so let's go to the old venue cam.
This is the info for this.
Awesome, thank you, Corey. We are going to Bad Girls. Game 2. All right, let's get set up over here. Wonderful to have producers that are moving stuff around for you. Just got to figure out how to work the computer. And that's the right. No, I got to change the order. Thank you, sir. Okay, we are on Bad Girls. Let's get the player order set.
a tough center post save whenever you see that bounce off of the center post and then under your flipper, on the underside of your flipper. You're like, I know I did the thing. That's great. That's perfect.
Hey, I picked the right game. Amazing. Okay. Back at it.
Things sound good. Audio sounds good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Good.
Who is J-Ro? You know my name. Do you know who J-Ro is?
Jason LaCour.
Oh, nice.
But Scotty Grayskull, however, I do not know. I can imagine that I know us, Scott, in the mainland, but, you know, there's always a possibility there's people we don't know. We, just in case y'all don't know, we keep a little booklet with everyone's usernames so that, you know, we have some sort of idea of who we're talking to for people that we do know from around.
John is shaking his head there. It's a classic multi-ball start to Bad Girls where you just get it started and immediately drain one of the balls. So you start it all over again. This is a really fun game. But the multi-ball can be a little frustrating. And that spinner John just hit there, you might not really notice it if you're just standing at the machine, but when you do get in that multi-ball, both the spinners are lit with big points there. It's often forgotten about for going for the re-rack bonus. But the spinners are juicy. So it looks like John is 252. Kind of tough to see the scores there. All right. This is John's sister Haley, so we have a brother and sister in this group playing with Colin. So see if they team up on him. That's a good skill shot into the lock. And what you're trying to do is soft plunge just so it rolls over that switch and then rolls back. And it's really, really tough to find the timing on that. But that's how you get the skill shot in this game. And if you hit it too short and you don't hit any switches, you might not want to let that drain in a multiplayer game, as we learned a couple years ago when Travis Murray did that, I think at Indisc, and he lost his ball because there's something up with the software. But one-player games, you can do that all day. All right, Haley's locked another ball here, multi-ball number 2.
I'm going to have to zoom in that back glass a little bit. Looks like you can't really see those scores. Change the exposure on that.
It's a little bright.
Yeah. It's just, you know, you're balancing the exposure between whether or not you can actually read the thing or if it's going to be overexposed. So,
or flickering and give someone a seizure. We don't want that.
Did we answer that one already?
No, I have not. Is there a tournament this Sunday? I don't think so, because there's a tournament this Friday. There's a split flipper tournament, but I should not speak out of turn.
Yeah, so tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and there will be a split flipper tournament, and Sunday there will be the Mega Match.
Oh,
yep,
well,
Mega Max.
Well then, I was not doing a great job of promoting that.
That's all good.
Yeah.
That's why we have the upcoming events poster, and you can see everything.
February's not on there, so
it's got a. So this is a slideshow where it changes, and you can. They would have seen it. They would have seen it either way.
Just trying to blame technology. That didn't work.
Meanwhile, Haley's absolutely crushing it. So
Seriously.
had a good multi-ball. Saw that re-rack bonus came through. Oh. And my guess is right back up to spinner. I'm Got to shoot again, too. Unfortunately, for League, extra balls is a one flip, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to move it to no flip, but, you know, a flip's fun. It can be actually very beneficial having that flip.
Not out of spite, but just to get used to things, like, because I know there are places that don't do that. So, like, for any extra balls in League, even if we're allowed to flip, I never flip. I just plunge it off. And I think that means that she now has 2 extra balls.
Ooh.
So that's kind of a big deal because she's getting the perfect, like, up here to hit the switch and then back down. So it's registering the orbit twice.
Oh, yeah.
So you're incrementing this orbit value 2 times for one shot, which is humongous.
Like the Game of Thrones Greyjoy, you can often do that.
Yeah, we did that often, eh?
Man, Haley is just killing it. Right, down to 1 ball. So would you play an extra ball, like say on Star Wars? Because sometimes you can like select the hyperspace hurry up. You gotta hit it, but it's points.
Would I play an extra ball? I don't understand.
Well, or like for your 1 flip, right? You're saying like you usually just don't flip them.
If ever hold bonus is available on Star Wars, choose that.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying like if your best option was hyperspace hurry up, you got 1 shot and you could hit it for points.
Yeah, I mean the plunge. It's not like you can even soft plunge to get control of it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a throwaway for me.
That's fair.
Re-rack starting again, so now if she spells re-rack on those left drop targets here, boom, you can see on the screen, actually you can't really, but there is a hurry-up amount that is decreasing as,
Fast.
yeah, quite
Counts
quickly.
down so fast.
Yeah, but you can get massive, ginormous points on that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can carry that into multi-ball, you're looking good. But it can be so distracting trying to get that re-rack and just flailing, not hitting the shots, rather than just going for spinners or something.
I mean, when you're in multi-ball like she currently is, now is a pretty valuable time to do it.
Yep.
It's just the, you can get bad feeds, but she is doing a magnificent job. She is the baddest girl right now.
All right, Corey's been taken out of the booth. I don't know what he's playing. Maybe skateball, something in the back room there. Meanwhile, Haley's still killing it. Would not want to be playing after this. Wow, what a save. The flipper gap on Bad Girls is definitely wider than it is on Lady Luck. But there is that bumper there. Use with caution. Man, just keeps getting that double roll over there. I don't think there's any points left in this machine. All right, Carrie's coming to join me in the booth. Haley is putting on an absolute clinic on Bad Girls right now.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
why wouldn't she in that jumpsuit?
Seriously.
Because it is bad. Like in a good bad, you know?
I think she has to play big game wearing that.
Yes.
Or cheetah.
Or
But you don't-
cheetah,
you don't have
if we
cheetah,
had
yeah.
a cheetah, which we don't, unfortunately. Did you use the Bad Girls sound effect yet?
I haven't. Which one is
I
it?
think you should.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, I see.
so then you go here.
There we go.
Bit.
She's plunging off the extra balls here. Custom
Was
sound
she-
recordings by Carrie.
Yeah, custom. Nice ball, Hales.
You were gonna.
I was just gonna say, how was Haley? Was she re-racking or was she going spinners, multi-ball?
She was going multi-ball, I believe re-rack. I was chatting with Corey a bit there, but I didn't see any intentional spinner reps.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like to do? Do you like re-rack or spinners?
See, I tend to try to find the spinners.
Yeah, me too. I find I waste so much time trying to get re-rack going.
Yeah, and
then
if you don't get it, you're
yeah,
screwed.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But
Whereas
if-
one
yeah.
spinner rep, you could be laughing.
Totally. But if Haley put up a big fat score there, like crazy. I
Almost
can't
5
see
million?
it. Yeah, 4.9, I think.
Yeah.
Right. So then now you're kind of like, well, I got to re-rack.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do anything, but at some point, you might have to do the risk reward that she did
Yeah.
of the multi-ball re-rack. So.
Yeah, we'll see what these guys do here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely seeing some classic Bad Girls multi-balls where you get your multi-ball going and then you immediately drain one
Yeah.
of it.
Amazing how that happens on
Oh
these.
no!
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, the commentator's curse, Brent.
Well, because it's been doing that lately where it kicks it out sometimes before you plunge.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It happened to me last week.
Oh, that's not. I didn't realize he hadn't plunged. That's not good.
Because I think, yeah, he's
He's
got
playing on.
it. Yeah. So it just happened again there.
Interesting. Yeah, that's not good.
Oh no. Well, that's not. I think that's 244.
Yeah, it's hard to see the scores,
It
eh?
is. I think is Corey fixing it
Oh,
right now.
there we go.
It is.
sometimes if you change the frame rate too, you can get the digits a little clearer, so it's not all.
That's what he was saying. Maybe that's 844. Yeah.
Was that last ball supposed to kick out right away, or should that have stayed locked? The last one that Colin had.
It. The very last one, I think it should have kicked out.
Right, but you said it plunged out. It kicked out before he plunged.
Yeah, like when
on
you
his
like,
multi-ball.
and it's not doing it like all the time, but yeah, it happened to me last week as well. But it did happen to Colin twice in that ball where he locked it, and then before he had a chance to plunge it, it just kicked it straight out. Might have to go back and watch the replay and see if like was there a switch hit or something like that that gave him points.
Ooh, nice dig. Nice job by Hales. Seems to be seeing the ball well tonight, hey?
No kidding.
Right off the bat here on the get-go.
And she's ripped that upper right spinner a couple times.
And
I find that
left, too.
one's not easy to hit.
The left one?
No, the right, just because
The
there's so
right.
much stuff in here. You kind of got to get through.
And
Or
then when you
maybe-
do hit it, you get rewarded with being blinded
Yeah.
by the by the slashers I put in this game.
Nice. Oh.
Ooh, that's okay. She's still 5-2 there.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm thinking that score is probably going to hold, but you never know.
You never know. You only need one ball,
That's right.
as they say. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Colin again, where
Oh, no.
except something worse happened to Colin.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, John, he needs about 500,000 here to catch Colin, and then he's got a lot of work to catch his sister.
Right. And that's the thing, too, in this kind of match.
Oh, no.
Brutal. And he knows it.
Yeah.
It's like, yep. Yeah, that's the kind of thing in this kind of match play where, like, you're kind of not looking at Haley's epic score yet.
Yeah.
You're just like, okay, what do I need to do to get some points, right?
Totally.
Get those 4 points instead of the 1 point, right?
That's how I approach it, especially
Yeah.
ball 3. Okay, where's my next peg, and then just do it that way. Because
Yeah.
if someone's got 4 million points on you, depending on the game, it can seem insurmountable, and it
Yeah.
might be. But
Or you might even change your peg, as you put it, like of what you're going to go for. Like you might be like, okay, if I know that I can get, what did he need, 500?
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you might not even try to go for multi-ball if you felt like that was a dangerous shot and you didn't feel like you were hitting that. You might be like, okay, if I rip the spinners twice,
Yeah.
I might get there.
Yeah, totally.
Or whatever, right? So you
Yeah.
might even change up your main strat. Or that this guy here is worth 100,000.
yep,
So
yeah, or just hitting this. This is like 50K, 100K. I think it keeps going up and up.
that's a really good point. That's actually a strat that I used when I played this in a women's tournament in DIS 2 years ago. Is it was so steep and so fast, and it was just crazy to try to, like, the feed out of where your multi-ball was, if you missed it and bricked it, it was death.
Okay.
So somebody was like, if you just go take that safe right orbit over and over again, it starts to build up.
Right.
And that's how I won some games on it.
All right, we have the next game ready to go here. I think they're just waiting for Haley to finish up there.
Sweet. I'm also waiting for Fuji to finish up.
What are you guys playing?
Bond. He's
Oh, no.
probably got a bill or something already on
Yeah.
it. So he's been playing the whole time I've been sitting here. Plus,
Yeah, he'll do
So-
that on the Modern Stearns.
yeah, he did it on big game to me too. I had a terrible big game, but yeah, that's what happens when you play good players.
Yep. I love that big game. I love big game in general, but I find it so feast or famine.
Yeah, I mean the classics tend to be
Yeah, I find I'm either blowing it up or it's kicking my butt. There's not a lot in between on
Not
that
in
one.
between.
Yeah, I love that game though. It's so fun.
You don't want to show everybody your beautiful face?
Oh, sure. Let's get the booth here. All right.
Hi, you know me, I'm Carrie, and this is Brent.
Brent, yeah. I'm
One.
here taking the night off from playing. Hopefully I remain in the top 4. We will see. So that will
Yes,
get
you
me a
will.
bye. Yeah, I think so, but still, I'll be in the top. I'll be in the A group regardless. So
Oh, I'd feel crummy if you didn't get a bye.
yeah,
I would.
I
you
think it's going to
did.
take some really big nights.
My hat's on weird here. I'm going to fix that.
Well done, Haley. That's Jason L.
Hello. Oh, Jason, yeah. Are you still not feeling great, Jason? Is that why you're not here? He wasn't feeling well last week when we were streaming. He was hanging out with us. So
Totally, I was going to assume so because I think he's in the rankings or in trying to get into A as well. Can't find
Yeah.
my words there.
there's a flu going around that I think I had at Christmas where it hangs on. You think you're starting to feel better, and
Why
it
am I
just
not
kind of
finding the
lurks.
game? Oh, main?
Ooh.
Hey, there we go. Okay, we are playing Game of Thrones. I gotta switch over our groups here.
Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones.
What do we got here?
Yeah.
Sean, Tim, George, and Jamal.
Got Tim Bottolini's on playing first.
And what house did he pick?
He picked
Tyrell, it looks like.
Tyrell. Yeah, interesting choice.
What does Tyrell give you?
You get the bank cash out.
Okay.
Yeah, so like some free points on your button, I guess. That's their green button right here. So, oh, sorry.
No
if
worries.
that's
I need to switch up my strategy. I play Lannister because I
Yeah.
like the multipliers. But
why you guys switch it up then?
I don't know. I just because I've been playing that way since they changed the code, and I should probably try out a different strategy because I know what's another popular one. Well, Tyrell, I think is a popular one. Some people like Stark just because it's easy.
All right, I'm heading out. Fuji's finally done his ball, so we'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Best of luck. Did I get the right order? Hey, I did. Look at that. All right, Tim's still on this ball one. Got the right players there. And Jason's hoping to come out on Sunday. Nice. Did I screw up the order on that? Possibly. Tim is having a pretty good ball here, though. Needs one more for multi-ball. And now that it's off tournament mode, you just got to hit one of these lights to qualify your lock, at least for the first round.
I just got right to work on trying to change the work that you had done, not realizing it had already been finished.
Oh, that was a pretty good ball for Tim.
I was
Yeah.
watching on the other screen. It looks like he was like dead bouncing and controlling and hitting some shots. It's good.
All right, George is stepping up for his ball one. Tim is well set up for his multi-ball on the next ball. I think he just needs to get his lock. And George is waving to the crowd. He's going with Stark.
I think he was blocking out the light.
Oh. See what he does here. He's just going straight into Stark. So he can just hit that ramp over and over. And it just starts paying you out these characters. There you go. Just keep doing that. There's
I'm back
another.
already because I.
Oh no, James
Yeah.
Bond was not very nice to you.
No, I'm not playing well tonight.
The doctor
and
said
I
no.
need to play well tonight in order to make A, and it's not happening. That's okay.
Still a lot of games left. So
What did George pick for his house?
he picked Stark. And
Interesting.
And he was ripping the ramp, but you have to do you have to collect it on the orbits? Because like you just keep hitting the ramp and it starts giving you points for the characters. But I don't know if he actually got those points.
No, he was just building the points.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't collect them.
And does that carry over to the next ball?
No,
or
it
is-
does not. He's kind of back at the.
Yeah. All right.
Martel used to be a
That
very
used to
big
be the strat.
strat before code updates. The code update of this was probably the most epic, wonderful code update of all time.
It was a good
For
one.
Stearns, it was
the
just totally changed the game, made it super tournament worthy and way more fun, balanced. You see players choose different houses to start all the time. Now
Not just Martel. all
not
the
just
time.
Martel, which gives you an add a ball.
Yeah.
So
And he's taking it. Okay, we're going old school. Still
old
a good
school,
strat.
throwback to the Martels.
Yeah, the other big update, I don't think it was as big as this one though, was Ghostbusters.
Really? Well, I haven't played when was that? Have I played it?
Yeah, because like before, if you were in a mode in Ghostbusters and you drained, then the mode would carry over ball to ball.
Oh, you're just trapped in it?
Yeah, exactly. Whereas the end of ball will end your mode as well.
That sucks.
There's a few other things as well, but yeah.
Yeah, I hate that about Star Wars, actually.
Yeah,
That's one of the things.
you just get in jail.
Yeah, totally stuck in a mode when you don't want to. You want to move on. Bigger, better things. But nope, you got to finish it.
Okay, this is Sean's first night at League.
Yeah,
Aaron
welcome,
brought
Sean.
him out. Yeah.
Happy to have ya.
Oh no.
Give it back. No.
We got some rough Game of Thrones scores here, except
Yeah.
for Tim's.
Game of Thrones can be like that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's can do you dirty pretty easily. All right, he's back Tyrell in it. Doesn't have any other houses qualified yet up the middle, so he could go up and
Oh, he's getting it back.
ball save.
He's got 2 balls locked, so he just needs 1 more lock.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, good to know. 'Cause he didn't have any locked when I was here a minute ago, so that's good.
He's going for it. Okay.
I mean, is this ball 2 or ball 3?
Ball 2.
Yeah, I might have thought about passing, but,
Totally.
you know, with the scores being as low as they are, why not, right? Points is points, so
Can he start his multi-ball now?
Yes, he
Maybe.
can.
Yeah, because he's got. There we go.
that's the other
Okay.
thing is,
Yeah.
so now he's into it. Did he do Lannister and Tyrell?
No, he only picked Lannister. I think he only picked 1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is a game where you do kind of want to stack your modes, you
Yes.
know, like unlike the aforementioned
Star Wars.
where you get trapped. Especially when he's going into a multi-ball, it never hurts to have more shots lit for another mode going at the same time. But Tim's got a plan.
Put up some points.
Put up those points. You should smash this button when he drains as well, because it gives you whatever's in the iron bank. I don't really understand how you accumulate those points, but that's kind of what Tyrell's whole thing is it gives you more points in gold.
I totally forgot about that because
Yeah.
when you play Martell, you just smash that button when you're draining. Because like I never touch it anymore because I'm playing Lannister and I want
Right.
to use it for my multiplier.
Yep.
Anyways, enough about me.
Well, he got 87 out of Lannister mode and 32 out of Blackwater, so
Yeah, that's pretty
190 is looking pretty fine for Tim Bottolinis.
good. Yep.
Now he's going to take Tyrell, and he's got a 2x going too.
Oh, nice.
So that's your playfield multiplier that you get by hitting this battering ram
Okay.
a few times, right?
And yours registers, which is nice.
Mine does. It
Yeah.
does go to the back. It's one of those notorious things on this game where it gets sticky and sometimes it doesn't slide all the way to the backward. This battering ram, you have to hit it if you know the show with Hordo. What's his name?
Hodor?
Horder, holding the door or whatever.
Yeah.
Or maybe the battering ram to the door is for them when they came into the
Well,
castle. I don't know.
we didn't know he was
Can't
holding the
remember.
door when they made the machine because it was so early.
Oh, right. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So he wasn't
Spoiler
holding the
alert.
door yet.
Yeah.
But I bet you could put a mod of him holding the door. You know what I mean? I should make one. Cool, cool, cool.
And the reason you'd want to hit that battering ram is in your Blackwater multi-ball once you hit all the shots and your super jackpots there. So
And
Yeah,
hitting
good
it
points.
gives you that playfield multiplier too.
right.
So you have that playfield multiplier along with these red arrows, not to get too crazy. When those light up, those are combo multipliers. So then you've got like a shot multiplier along with a playfield multiplier. So you can really blow up this game in a mode or in a multi-ball by, so if he hits this, now the other shots are lit for a combo, right?
Right. And you can see those on the display too. They'll kind of show the lanes what your multiplier is. And that comes huge when you're collecting jackpots and modes or hitting mode
Totally.
shots.
Yeah, combo them up.
Yeah, I used to not understand this game and play it down at Peacocks, and I'd end up with like 4 million points, and someone would have like a couple hundred. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? One, not shooting well, but the multipliers were big.
Yeah, there, he hit that battering ram. All right, I'm out.
See you, Carrie. This is a very playfield multiplier heavy game. It's a Dwight Sullivan game. So he also did the rules for Star Wars, which is an extremely playfield heavy multiplier if you want to get some points on that. All right, Sean's up for his last ball. He's going to get that one back. This game has not treated him so well. See if he can do some. Oh, no. Oh, no. Switch the board here. A little late. It's also kind of mean. Okay, Tim has been blowing this up. Let's see what he does on ball 3. He's going for Winter is coming. Okay. Has to hit the, oh no, the lock shot there. Oh, there you go. He got his iron bank for 2.7 mil.
I am playing horrendously tonight, Brent.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What game is this, 2?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just not been my night.
It's all right. There's a lot of games left. What do you want to next?
I don't know. I don't even want to think about it yet.
Did you pick big game?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and I shit the bed on it big time.
Yeah, that was
A
me
big
last week.
tiger turd.
I think I got last in both games that I picked. It always feels good.
Yeah. Especially when you pick it, eh?
Yeah.
All right, so he's going Stark, and yeah, there, he cashed it in after, I mean,
Yeah, I think
pretty
it's-
low value,
Yeah.
right? So what happens in Stark is you can go up the middle, or you can go up here. And the
Yeah.
reason why they give you this as an option too, not just to have 2 shots, but if you don't want to, if you have a locklet and you don't want to start your
Oh,
multi-ball,
I see.
then you can still play the mode and not start the multi-ball when you don't want to.
Right.
And then you hit an
Ooh.
orbit to cash out after you build it up.
There he goes.
So, rough one for George.
Yeah. All right, Jamal for ball 3, last player here.
Okay, so like we were talking about earlier, right? He's trying to get ahead of 11.
Yep.
Right?
That's your first
so
goal.
you might even, want to get your skill shot, maybe get, you know what I mean? Like instead of soft plunging, I don't know if there's too much of an advantage of that. But again, you might change things up a little bit, right? Still
Yeah,
claw out 10 million.
And you can get some really long, interesting ball saves on Game of Thrones if you don't hit enough switches. Like I locked a ball, soft plunge, hit something and drained last week.
Yeah,
And
still
then
had your ball save going.
Ball was just sitting there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, and that's with the soft plunge, right?
Yeah.
So for folks that don't know what we're talking about, if you softly plunge the ball and just let it trickle down here to your flipper, it basically has not touched any switches. So the game you can tell that it hasn't touched any switches by if your player
Scores flashing.
score is flashing. It means your player is up and the game doesn't think that you have plunged yet. So you can do that until you get the ball to the flipper where you want it, to take the shot you want, to have nice control over and over again if you don't hit a switch. So it doesn't start your ball save, and it gives you the opportunity to get the ball on the flipper safely.
Looks like we're streaming your group next on Jaws.
Oh,
so
God.
Fushi's going to be there for an hour.
Lord help me.
You know this game. You got this, Gary.
Ugh.
Good luck.
Bye.
All right. That should be fun to watch. But yeah, Fuji is very good at Jaws. Let's go to booth. You can watch me stare at the computer screen and try to get the players in here. So we have Carrie Fuji Kent. Oh, hey, look at that. It's already set up. Game 3. Oh, I was confused why Carrie was player 1, given that she didn't pick this game, but I think this was the forced game, because it's a group of 3. Oh, thank you very much. Got the players set up, and here we go.
I had to stop Carrie from starting to play because she was trying to just start playing. She's like, I don't know. But my thought process is, these 3 on Jaws, like there is absolutely potential for a good game to be on display.
Yep.
So I thought it was obvious.
Get yourself some popcorn. Carrie's having a rough night.
That's kind of why she wanted to. She said she was having a tough time today. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on. Shake it off. You got this. Bad games happen. And I've also framed it so that you can see.
Ah, the tower.
Yeah, which I only learned like within the past week or so that it's actually relevant.
Yeah. I don't actually know what it tells you there, but I know it tells you stuff that get qualified on this shot up here. All right, let's see what Fuji's doing here. I enjoy this game. I don't really have a strategy for it, but sometimes I put up a couple 100 million, so that feels good. I know how to get the chum bucket, to get the multi-ball going. But other than closing beaches, that's about all I know how to do. All right, Fuji is finding some flow here. And what's he going to go for? What bounty hunt? Let's go straight for the hammerhead. I've seen a lot of people go for the Thresher Shark. I don't know why. Maybe it's easier to get. Depends on your strategy, I suppose. Man, Fuji is finding some real good flow here. Like, I don't know if this is a setting, but that fin just always stays in the middle. It does not move on that track. Or at least it doesn't seem to. It's a nice save there by Fuji. Had to give a bit of a nudge, but he's still playing. All right, Fuji has his life ring as well, so if he goes down the out lanes, he can save his ball if he hits it fast enough. Ooh, that is just a vicious, if you miss that shot, yeah, that reject is pretty vicious down the middle. All right, Kent is up. Let's see what he's going to do here. Not very huge scores for ball one for either Kerry or Fuji, so it's anybody's game here. We had another close game of laser queue over here, but let's focus on Jaws. So Kent's taking the safe return there. You can get rewards from hitting these, but it's dangerous going side to side on the playfield, so I often just trap up with that little flipper and drop it down as well. So the one thing I know about this game is like these tower shots that are lit, these stand-ups, you hit those, that'll light beachgoers, and then you can collect them by completing the shot. So these little dots here will light up for the beachgoers, swimmers, and then you gotta go save them. And that'll get you some points. Ooh, double danger, but oh no, it tilted through there. Not through, but one move there. Two dangers and a tilt. I missed Jason's hype for Fuji there. I gotta pay attention to the chat here. Yeah, rip indeed. Okay, close game. No one's really running away with this. So 2-ball game here. We'll see what Kerry can do. She knows this game well. She got her skill shot level 1 on ball 1, so that's good. I find that tough to get. I almost find this one easier sometimes. What you want to do in skill shot 2 is just get it up here, not hit that bumper, and then come down there. And it's very easy to hit that bumper. That can be a tricky shot there. It rejects often. All right, she's whacking the shark. That doesn't sound good. Oh. Did she get that back with the life ring? She must have. Okay, what's Kerry going to do here? She's thinking about it. Because I think casting catch might be lit right now, and that is huge points. I don't really understand how the points work, but it'll light a ramp, and it'll usually count up. And the longer you wait, then you can collect like 20 million off of it. And it will wrap around at some point. That is a good mode. All right, she nails her shark fin. She's getting closer to her multi-ball here. Here we go. Got a barrel attached into multi-ball. So let's see what Kerry does for a multi-ball strat here. She's gonna go for that chum bucket for the out-of-ball. Right now, no. Okay, she's got that ball locked in there. So what she did was she trapped the ball, as you can see here, and then hit the button here, and then that'll temporarily lock it for a little bit. Just the end of her ball save. That was amazing. And I think she still has the out-of-ball available. Wow, nice save there. If she just hits that chum bucket a couple times. And unfortunately, that's it. Well, not a bad ball, but that is not what Carey wanted out of that one. Oh. Kent almost played out of turn there. That would have been bad. All right, Fuji gets a skill shot 1 and starts going to work here. Oh, did he get that? He did. I think he caught the back end of that fin. He should be pretty darn close to his multi-ball as well. Yep, here we go. So I'm not seeing anyone go for the chum bucket, which is interesting. There's an atta-ball there, but I'm sure there's a rhyme or reason. There you go, he's got his atta-ball, so now he's in a 3-ball multi-ball. Ooh, that was a pretty quick multi-ball. Oh, but he got barrel extended there, wow. I think he hit that right as he was draining. But I think that's it. Man, some nice saves there. That ball's really wanting to go down the middle. Fuji does not fear the drop part or the side targets there. He's got his video mode lit. It's a fun video mode, and there's a set of 3D goggles, 3D glasses sitting in the cup holder right next to Jaws, so they're never far away if you want to play it in 3D. If you have glasses like me, though, it's pretty awkward to wear glasses on top of glasses, but hey, it can be done. Here we go. Hunting sharks. He's choosing to go non-3D. They don't want to shoot the divers.
Yeah, divers are bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're shark hunting, right?
Not human hunting.
No, yeah.
I guess the jellyfish, they're cool too, but it's not humans.
No, and looking out for the spear that says more harpoons when
Yes.
that comes across. That's this one right
Oh,
here.
extra ball.
Yeah, he got it. He wasted probably 5 to get that, but worth.
He's got those ones coming in on him quick. The audio's great, that audio cue you get when the shark's just charging at you.
Yep. It's a very solid score.
Very good score.
Doubling your score on a video mode. I have a very strong opinion about
Video
in
modes?
tournaments. Yeah, if a machine is set to competition mode, video mode should be treated like an extra ball. It should just give you
a set points.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
arguably the same amount of points as an extra ball.
Yeah.
Make it uncomplicated for the programming.
Totally, especially when you're playing something like Getaway and someone doesn't know how to cheese that video mode. Like it's pretty much a guaranteed 25 million.
Yeah. I'm just gonna double check on order of my group. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Nice ball by Fuji there. Trying to figure out what Kent's photo is. It looks to me like the captain, the skipper from Gilligan's Island, but he almost looks like he's on the bridge of Star Trek, but I have no idea. I'll have to ask him. I don't think they did that crossover. Yeah, Star Trek video mode for sure you can. I think there's a couple different ways to do it too, because like in my mind I think it's right, left, right, left, or I can't. I know it when I'm standing at it. Right, left, right, something like that. But I know there's more than one pattern to get out of there. I mean, it's better than the video mode on the Data East Star Wars, which is absolutely useless. You can kind of control the speeder bike with the handle, but it doesn't do anything. So you can just kind of watch the speeder bike move around, and you'll get the same points as anybody else. All right, Kent is up for his ball 2. Fuji put up a very good ball 2 himself, so Kent's got some work to do here. He's going to get that back. Going for the fin. Really throws me off with it not starting on the left and then moving, but I'm sure you can dial that shot in. I'm just so used to it on any other Jaws. Corey, do you know if that is a tournament setting to have the fin just sit here in the middle?
No, it's something that has been worked on this particular game because it's supposed to come here and then start
move.
roving this way. But for whatever reason, like Carrie has worked on it a couple of times, and like they got it working again, and now it's doing the same thing where it just stays stagnant in the middle.
Right. At least it's consistent.
Yeah, I don't think it's like the most problematic thing for a game to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have to hit it. Everyone has to hit it. It's just in the middle. It's not roving. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it'd be more annoying if it was working sometimes and not for others.
Yeah.
All right, Carrie's got quite a bit of work here to catch Fuji.
But got the mode queued up. Which one will she take? She will take Raft Attack, which is one of my favorites. I mean, I guess it just all kind of descends from least favorite, you know?
What's your least favorite?
Scars.
Oh, yeah.
Scars? No, that's not true. Pond Attack is probably my least favorite, and then Scars is next from the bottom. The other three I enjoy. But the orbit shots / ramp, I guess, are my favorites. Night Swim and Raft Attack.
Yeah. Night Swim's fun.
Yeah, Star Trek video mode can win you the game if you know the cheese. I think that's one of the best references for what I find to be annoying.
Yeah, I was mentioning the Data East Star Wars one, which is useless. You can do nothing in that video mode.
Yeah.
You just watch the speeder bike. Another rough ball for Carrie. She is not happy. She needs the points tonight to qualify for A, so that's why she's a little extra animated.
Yeah. We, the two of us thought we were going to be in the same group, and then turns out when we looked at the software, we are separated by a fraction of a point.
Yeah.
That doesn't get shown on the, sheets that get sent out on emails. So I just thought we had the same amount of points. We're definitely going to play together. Nope. Software don't lie.
Unless I screwed up the spreadsheet.
Yeah, let's go with that. If she has a bad night, she's going to go with that.
The spreadsheet can be a bit finicky. It's software, you know? It works until it doesn't.
Yeah. Might be enough for a second. We'll see. Kent still has some stuff to do. Meanwhile, Fuji is just going to try and pad his lead on one of his favorite games, I would say.
Yep. I really like the cast and catch mode that you can get out of here, because that's huge points.
Yes. Yeah, it is. I mean, obviously the best is Night Search Multi-Ball. That's the best one. You know what? I'd probably say video mode is probably the best one, and then Night Search is next, and then cast and catch. I recently got to utilize Super Life Ring for the first time, which is awesome. You can save multiple balls in the same ball. Like, all you have to do is just hit that target.
Right.
And it'll relight it.
Oh, I see.
Just happens by accident often.
Yeah.
And it looks like Bounty Hunt Multi-Ball. I believe he selected Hammerhead. So now he's got to hit a green shot and then a shark, and then a green shot and then a shark. There's the shark. And if you hit all of them, then you get Celebration or Victory Multi-Ball. I forget which one it is.
So do the rules in that multi-ball change based on
No.
the shark that you pick? Okay, gotcha. So it's just how you qualify it changes, but the multi-ball itself is the
Yes.
same. Yeah, okay.
Because depending which shark you're hunting for Bounty Hunt, it will give you different things.
Different perks.
Yeah. Some of them are more difficult than others. Fuji went with the Hammerhead for whatever reason. Maybe that's
He didn't really look at the menu of sharks very quickly or very long. He just hit the button and went with it.
And now one of the harder shots left. Got to hit that fishing reel on the right side, and then the shark. But then he'll have Victory or Celebration. I forget which one it is.
Ooh.
That was fortunate.
Yeah, I love that little post there.
Oh,
Did he
that
just
was
kinda,
enough.
Yeah.
I guess you don't have to hit the shark. You just have to hit the last green shot.
I think he hit it, because I think he hit that, and then a ball inadvertently just bounced into there.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
The screen just needed to catch up to him.
Mm-hmm. All right, Fuji's celebrating now.
Celebration. There you go. I thought it was either celebration or victory. I don't know. I don't get to it often.
Victory. Victory is Star Wars. I also don't get to that multi-ball often.
Yeah. Flipper lock engaged.
Did you get any bonuses while that's locked, or is
No.
it just safe? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just safe.
Yeah.
If you're real good, you can do it. No, you know what? You can't do it by staging because that's reverse. It's reverse staging.
Right. You'd have to wire the switches up a little different.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice save.
Single danger. Good save. The Fuji flex, let's call it, when he flexes the legs just a little bit.
All right, that is a great score for Fuji. We'll see if Kent can pass Carey first and then work his way towards Fuji. All right, Kent's talking some strategy with Fuji or something. And here we go. So he's got a skill shot too as well. We'll see if he can soft plunge it in there. He just goes straight for plan. How do the 3-player groups get determined? It's not really random. It's just once you start to get down to the top seeds, if there's not enough people to make 4-player groups, then the math just kind of figures it out to how many 3-player groups do we have to make before we can start doing 4-player groups after. So we had 30, I think we had 33 players. Be able to see it in match play. So that makes the numbers a little weird. If we had 32, it would have been perfect groups of 4. Okay, so here's cast and catch. You can see the point value going up. And he just collected one there. I have no idea how much that second one was, because there's too much stuff going on. 20 mil. So it looks like he got about 10 mil in that first shot and 20 mil in the second. So that was a great cast and catch. And that puts him ahead of Carey right there. All right. Kent is rocking shots. I don't think he had a life rank. He did not. But that'll be enough for second. That was a really good ball 3 there. Put up some points very quickly. Okay, I will have to wait to see where the rig is moving next. It looks like Carey's giving the thumbs up. I think that was a facetious thumbs up. Here she comes. Yeah.
That was awful.
That was a bit of a rough one.
Well, I just wanted to check in and see if you wanted me to move the rig somewhere for you, where you think we want to go.
We need a new game. I'm not sure who is ready.
Maybe I'll go look around then.
Okay.
If you didn't have anything planned, I'll find something to slip it onto.
Sounds good. Thanks, Carey. All right, it is a mystery where we're going next. Corey is currently playing some Iron Maiden. I think he's on ball 2. He's got 37 mil, not bad. That Iron Maiden's playing pretty mean. At least it is to me. I'm really looking forward to playing Dungeons and Dragons. That looks like a pretty cool game. And I want to see what that dragon mech looks like once they fix it. But everything I've heard, that people just say it's way bigger in person than it looks on screen. So be interesting to see. Ooh, okay. groups changed out here. Okay, we got another group of 3. This is Jason, Damien, and John coming up. And we are getting set up on Gorgar. We have not started yet. Okay, I'll have to figure out the player order. I'm going to assume John picked this, but I could be wrong. John does enjoy this game. I like it too. Can be a little floaty, can be a little slow, but it's fun. Okay, John is up first. What game did I pick here? Game 4. I got a 50-50 chance that I can get the player order right here, so let's try this. We'll go with, take a second to refresh here, but then we'll go with John, Jason, and Damien. Otherwise, it's John, Damien, and Jason, but we'll see. So this here, I like to go for this, because it's pretty safe to get in there, and the kickout's not bad, but to qualify that for points, you got to, you got to complete your gore, and you got to complete your gar once, and that will increase the value there, 10,000. Do it again, and it'll get up to 15,000. But that can be a pretty safe way to get some points. And then the other way is, yeah, up in that snake pit. To get it in there, there's a magnet that'll hold it in there, and then depending on how many of the gore and gar targets you have down, I think that changes these lights here, and that will pay you out. And if you complete your rollovers up there, that'll get your bonus multiplier, which can be pretty beneficial. I won last week against John by a couple thousand points thanks to the playfield or pardon me, the bonus multiplier. Man, it's so close to getting in that snake pit. That, oh, what a save. That looked like it was coming screaming down the middle. This game also has quite a generous tilt, so you can move it a little bit. Not bad. Oh, what happened there? Game 4, that did not change. Oh, on game 4 of 8. Why has the names not updated there? Oh, did I do the wrong one? No. Huh, I don't know why the player order's not working out there, but we will just roll with this. Oh, there we go, it said switch over. Alright, I'm learning. That's a great spinner rip, it wasn't lit though. Jason's completed his gore and gar, so he's got the saucer there lit on the left. Not a lot of people go for that though. They just tend to go straight up for the snake pit. I like that, because that's points. And often when you're going up there, you're going to complete those gore targets as well, so it can be pretty safe. Ooh, nice tip over. Jason is a very good player, and he's good on just about all era of machine. He's got a great collection at home, so yeah, he's good on just about everything. Sorry, I'm behind on chat. How do you light the spinner? Are you talking about the spinner on Gorgar? If it is, I think it's kind of random. Like, it'll get lit, and then you hit more switches, and then it'll turn off. I think that's like every 10 switch hits or something like that. It's really, really strange. There's a bit of a tickle on a lit spinner. Jason, if you go to pintips.net, I think, and I think it's on Matchplay now, they have a lot of great tips for games, and they'll definitely call that one out. Ooh, nice save there. Don't know if that game's level. I think it looked like it was going down the middle, and it came back to the right. But the pinball gods made it all right in the end there. Okay, Damien is up for his first ball. He may have the high score on this right now. I know at one point he put up a massive score on this. It was 800,000 something. But it may have been rolled too, I'm not sure. So he's just going up top, get those rollovers. And I think he just needs a C to get the the bonus multiplier. I don't think you need the D and E, but don't quote me on that. Nice save. If we can get a C, we'll find out. Oh no, we're not gonna find out right now. He's already got 20K in bonus. That's huge. Yeah. Okay, so we got the C, and now his bonus multiplier's lit. And I think that carries over ball to ball, too, so it could be quite beneficial to get that early. I can't remember if your super bonus carries over, though. I don't think it does. We'll learn together. And I have no idea what that star does. I think it's just points. If someone knows in chat, please educate me. Going for that snake pit. I think it's fully juiced right now. You can see all those lights strobing up towards it. Ooh, that's a pretty darn good ball. All right. B is elusive for John right now. He's just nailing that snake pit, though. It looks easy to hit, but the ball can rattle around right at the mouth of the snake there, and you won't get it. Not happy with that. But that's not a bad ball. All right, Jason's got his bonus multiplier. If he gets it again, that'll be 3 times. Going for the snake pit. I don't know if that was snake pit, a missed snake pit shot, or if he was intentionally going for the Gorgar target. But either which way, gonna have to try again another day. Well, next ball. Oh, so there you go. The bonus multiplier does not carry over, it looks like. You sure do get a lot of points for going over those rollovers up there. Or a lot of bonus, pardon me. Oof. What does this give for bonus? That gave like 9,000 in bonus. He went from 1,000 to 10,000 just by hitting that one rollover. That's crazy. It's got a spinner lit as well. Ooh. That was tough. He tried to slap save it there. I feel that could have been saved, but just mistimed that one. Not a bad score, 336, but that is not insurmountable by any means. Couple of shots to the snake pit. Again, if you just want to collect this all day, just do that. It's easy points. I'd say it's easy, but man, I was trying to hit that last week and I just could not nail that shot. Just kept rattling it around. He's going for that snake pit. Nice trap up. See if he can get it in there. So close. You can see, like, you think you got it, but unless that magnet stops and holds it, you're not getting points out of it. Oh man, so close. I find almost you're more successful. Wow, again, just getting off a pop bumper to get it up in there. Man, that was really unfortunate. Jason had a lot of really good shots at the snake pit there, but just could not get it to stick. All right, Damien thinking about what he needs to do here. He just needs one more of those rollovers to get his bonus multiplier. That'll be a real big help. Now, he only got 1,000 for going over that rollover up top, but it was a letter that he already had lit, so I'm sure that plays into it. That only gave like 1,000 or two. That is an unfortunate outlane, so that is that game. John takes the win, Jason in second, and Damien in third. We will see where we are off to next. While we're waiting for the rig to move, I'm going to try that replay of that clip I took earlier on Lady Luck. That was like probably an hour ago, but let's try it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Double dig. That's pretty sweet. I like that one. All right, Corey is moving the rig for me. Let's see where we're going. What are you playing right now, Carrie? What did you just finish?
Ugh, playing is,
What's playing you?
yes, Genesis.
Oh, yeah. Was that your pick?
No, absolutely not. No. I mean, the game's playing well now. I put a lot of time into getting that ramp shot, like
And
getting it, you know.
how'd you fix it?
Well, Daryl came and helped me fix. Well, he fixed the right flipper, but I put a new ramp flap on it.
Okay.
Um,
And then for the flipper, did you have to replace the coil or just some of the pieces, like get them so snappier?
I put everything new on that right-hand
yeah.
side, and I still couldn't get it dialed in, and he did something. I haven't seen him since, so I want to be like, what exactly did you do? Because sometimes it goes over my pay grade. I do all the things I know how to do, and if I can't fix it, I call in the big wigs.
He is a very good tech, especially if you need board work.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, it's funny because like sometimes the flipper rebuilds drive me mental. You do them, you gap them, you do all the things, and they are great. And then other times it's like a nightmare to get them dialed in.
Oh yeah.
Like
just the angles on the flipper, or
just everything. Sometimes the replacement parts, like the leaf switches, aren't quite as good as the ones that came stock, but those stock ones are worn out, and they don't seem to just work the same way, or I don't know how to explain it, but they just seem to be very like finicky sometimes. Sometimes it's just easy and you just change everything or change whatever you're going to change and it's great. But other times they seem to be very particular.
I need to replace the flipper bats in my Flash Gordon because the plastic's starting to chip away on it.
Oh.
So I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but there's
No.
grooves in the shaft of the flipper bat, you know, where those screws lock it in. So it's probably going to be a bit of a challenge to get that
Sometimes
all
I've
lined
had
up.
an issue with that too, where just the game wants to seat back to where those holes or those
Yeah.
grooves are on the flipper bats, and it's a pain in the butt because the flipper bat, there's nothing really wrong with it other than that memory of where they put that, you know, where this tightening goes in.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go. I
All
guess
right.
you guys are gonna go watch something over there.
Looks like we're watching. Well, I'm going to blow it for everyone. We're going to watch Iron Maiden. It's one of Carrie's favorite games. I don't know which group we have, but we'll see. Which group is on that? My producer is writing it down. Game 7. Is that a group of 3? Oh, thank you. All right. Cat, Glenn, and then I figure out the other one person. Switching up the player order here. Cat, Glenn, Tyler. This guy. Okay. All right, Kat is up for her first ball of Iron Maiden. I like this game, but it does not like me. Did they put regular flippers back on this? There were lightning flippers on it for a bit. Carrie's sitting down, so I'll ask her in 1 second here. Oh no. Cat looking back for maybe a sneaky ball save, but no. Did you put regular flippers back on Iron Maiden?
Hell no.
Okay. They're just black lightning flippers.
Yeah, they're actually Lynn's Arcade limited edition lightning flippers.
Like they had them made?
I don't know. They were the Lynn's Arcade ones. So I thought they were cool. They're black. They got little lightnings on them.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's their logo is kind of like the lightning bolts.
Yeah, I think Lynn's is quite connected with Marco, and I believe that's where I got them.
man.
So yeah, super cool.
Glenn is back. That was 2 quick drains. No, don't do it for a third time. I love ordering stuff for pinball machines, but I don't like paying the shipping.
Fair.
And especially, I'm sure, with the dollar the way it is now, too.
Let's
Man.
get ready for the tariffs and
Oh,
see how
yeah.
that's going to affect our pinball parts.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's a specialized hobby, and so there's only certain places you can get parts. And there are some places in Canada you can get them if you really are hating shipping. But
Yeah, it's for certain things, for sure. Like I was looking at getting, because I still need to complete the Hollywood restore, getting a new set of rubbers. And I think it was Pinball Medics that I was going to get them from.
Nice. I got to go. I don't feel like... I got to go.
Okay, see you, Carrie. All right. That is Tyler's happy face. Okay. Tyler's just joined us for League. I think this might be his first season. We'd often see him here while we were playing League. He'd just be playing, doing his thing. But yeah, we encourage him to come out and play, so it's great to see him. Often get to a lot of newer players that really like playing the new Sterns just because that's what's available and it's, the new themes that they're used to. So trying to get onto some of the older games is a bit of a learning curve, but I love to see people expanding they're spreading their wings, expanding their horizons, and trying out those types of games. All right, we have a really, really close game here. It's pretty even scores for Iron Maiden, so this is really a 2-ball game here. Thanks, Jason. I was getting some compliments when I was doing the women's provincials as well. I do like that, though, the Bob Ross of pinball. Hopefully that isn't taken. should tease my hair out a little bit. I can make my hair go a little crazy, so I could probably make that happen. Or the next time I'm hosting, I will definitely wear my Bob Ross t-shirt. Avery just got out of a mode there. I think that was it Mariner? Should really study up on these games a bit more before I hit the booth. Played this game for years, but I honestly don't know the rules to it that well. Start modes, bring them into multi-ball, hit the mummy. Collect the power jackpot. Ooh. Avery having some extra words for the game there, but not bad for ball 2. We'll see what the other players do. See how much pressure they put on him. Oh man. Okay. So Kat has starting her mummy multi-ball there, not starting it, but now she's able to qualify it by just hitting this captive ball and you spell mummy. Fill that out, and you will start your multi-ball. It's one of them. She's going to get that back. There's a long ball save happening there. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. So she's got to hit it straight up the ramp, hit that bullseye. Oh man, just a little bit early there. Oh, just rattled it around. She is not going to be happy with that. I don't think that's going to carry over for her next ball either. Glenn is up with his Yellowstone Dutton Ranch shirt. I enjoy watching that show just for the scenery. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a great show, but the scenery and the cinematography is just fantastic. They should make a pinball machine out of Yellowstone. That'd be an interesting one. I don't know what the Beth mode would be, but it would be insane. It'd be great. Rough ball there for Glenn. He's not happy about that one, but he still got ball 3. Tyler's really living that t-shirt. He's not really showing a lot of expression on his face right now. His game face on, or his happy face, pardon me. He's going to get that back. So he's got a sarcophagus lock qualified, so now we can start hitting the captive ball to spell mummy. See, he just got the M there. Oh no. A little bit of a flipper fumble. Okay, ball 3 for Avery, who is often wearing some awesome tie-dye t-shirts. I think this has been talked about in previous streams, but Avery also competitively races remote control cars, which is pretty cool. I was not paying attention. I'm not sure what mode he got into here for a 2-ball multi-ball. It's not his mummy. Ace is high, but it doesn't look, I don't see any planes flying around. Okay, he's got his power jackpot lit. What is it worth? I don't think it's worth too much right now. Oh, that was mummy multi-ball. Well, there you go. Looks like he's going back to qualifying a mode, maybe. He's putting some good distance between him and the other players, but it really doesn't take a lot in this game to, if you get a multi-ball and a couple modes going, you can really stack stuff up pretty quickly. Playfield multiplier helps a lot with that too. And you'll see that being lit here. The light will be lit, and then if you go down, that rollover, that'll start your multiplier. So you'll often see players intentionally trying not to get it because they're waiting to set it up for a mode or a multi-ball or something like that. So it looks like he might have 2 balls locked. He just needs 1 more up there to start this multi-ball. Oh, we're not going to get there. Not bad. It's a pretty good score. Good 60 million ahead of everybody else, so yeah, he's probably feeling pretty good about that. Here goes Kat. See if she can put more room between her and the rest of the players and work towards catching Avery. Oh no. He's not impressed with that one. You done for the? You can just put him up in the front desk. Looks like we already have a group that is done. Times it. Oh wow, they're done pretty quick. Finished all their games before 9. All right, Glenn is up for his last ball here. I mean, first step is to pass player 4, but they still have to play, so I'd really be aiming for Cat score first. Because then you're guaranteed no worse than 3rd. And 1 more to get Mummy multi-ball going. Just needs that Y. It'd be nice to bring a mode in, but at this point, just take the points. Ball 2, okay, so he's got both his multi-balls ready to go pretty much. There we go, now we're into Trooper. So I don't think he has a mode going, so he's kind of going into this naked, unfortunately, but it's all right, it's multi-ball. You're going to get points. And then once he gets out of this, his Mummy is going to be ready to go, so he could really go from multi-ball to multi-ball. And if he can get a playfield multiplier or something going, that will help. His power jackpot's worth 3 million right now. Oh, now he's got 2 times playfield, so that's not bad. Okay, so now he probably wants to start his Mummy. So close there. There we go. into a 2-ball multi-ball, but again, he doesn't have a mode going, so he's just doing this naked. Slowly putting up points. It's got 2 times playfield multiplier, so if he got that with that power jackpot, that'd be another 12. Oh, playfield multiplier's done now. If you're curious to collect that power jackpot, it's right there.
Kind of a dangerous shot, though. The reject on it can be pretty brutal. Not a bad ball.
That's going to put the pressure on Tyler here to try to catch him. First step is about 2 million, 2.4 to pass Cat, and then work his way towards Glenn. He's going to get that back. Get that back again.
Generous ball save on right now. It's been toned down, I guess, from how it was set up for provincials. These games were set up hard.
Now this is aces high, so this is a 2-ball multi-ball mode itself, and I believe you can get an out-of-ball if you hit the ramps. Or not, because he just got an out-of-ball there, so he did something. I don't know if he's going to get that. Oh, another ball save. Where did that come from? Endless ball save. Man, quick multi-ball. He's got a little ways to go for Mummy. Oh, no. Well, that's going to be good enough for third. And Avery will take that one. All right. We'll see where we go next. I think we're probably getting down to some of the last games here. Out of ball at the orb shot. Oh, thank you, Jason. Is that specifically for the aces high mode? That's where you get your out of ball? Must be a few groups done. I just see some people playing some single games over here. Kent's playing some Johnny Mnemonic. Or they could be waiting for a game. That could be the other thing. Because he's in that group with Kerry and Fuji. I'd be surprised if they're done, but you know what? I see Fuji playing a game on his own too, so maybe they are done. All right, I don't see either of my producers. I'm going to step away for a moment, so I'll put you on some highlights and figure out where we're moving the rig to. I will be back shortly.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
My goal in pinball is to not know everything.
Yeah, then life would just be boring.
It's always fun to
Tired from work and play, which I get. See, okay now. Ooh, nice dig.
Had you put on the proper trajectory? Thank you, Mr. Nathan.
Corey with some great nudges today. Oh my God.
Hot.
One shot left and then a 1 or a 2.
So you can see how this is sort of like rainbow blitzing in the middle here. Ooh, nice save.
What a save, clip it.
Clip it. Yeah, I think that's how we would have to do it. Because
Yep.
the qualifying would have to matter for something. And for nice dig. That's it. And then she'd go into her multi-ball. Boom, hit it. Nice nudge. There we go.
Okay.
Serve it up. Boom.
Oh my goodness.
Perfect.
Now he's on the mainland, chilling with those guys. That's cool.
A little bit of a stress-free environment here. Ooh.
Yeah.
There we go, Doug. Just got that target target down, and that's going to give you space to shoot your ball back up. Ooh! Shibble. It's a great score. But anything can happen in pinball. Ooh!
Able to regulate your emotions if you're going to want to be able to participate and play with others.
Ooh! So he just got up to 2,000 for his bonus value. Ooh! And then she steps up to a pinball machine and just frickin' murders.
Oh, yeah.
So I have faith. I have a lot of faith.
Okay, we missed Fuji for ball 1 on Diner, but we will get this set up on the screen here in 1 moment. I love Diner, it's a great game. This one's set up pretty hard though. I'm just going to use game 1. Okay, we got the right player order there. Not the right game, but that's okay. Fuji's just coming over to inspect everything. He put up a pretty good ball 1 there, 1.5 mil. Nice ball control there with the flippers. See if he goes for the stir in the cup. Oh, I think he was. He just missed it. And, oh, that's okay. He didn't want to just trickle it in there. Would have wasted the cup stir. So early on in the game, just hit this ramp once, and it'll open up this flap here. And then you want to get it in the cup and spin it around the cup as many times as possible. Sounds easy, but the ball can really die in that cup, but it'll pay you out points. So it looks like Kent was just spotted Babs, who is Margaret Thatcher. Because Boris, they decided they didn't need to change his name for some reason. Carrie is walking up to Diner after doing some tech work on Joker Poker. It sounded like somebody tilted it through. It's having a weird issue where it tilts through pretty easily, and it's not super easily reproducible. Not super reproducible, but it happens a lot. But if you intentionally try to do it, for whatever reason, it seems hard. So I don't know if it's the gray rubber or if that really changes anything, but the flipper rubber is definitely interesting on this Diner. It's not as easy to control as some other ones that I've played. Oh. And I think she took out the post rubbers here as well. So if it starts bouncing around either of the out lanes, it's just a bad time. Oh, I've been showing events and not chat the entire time. That's not very fun, is it? Hey, there we go. Okay, that was a quick ball by Fuji. Did not get tipped very well. That's not very nice. Okay, I'm really going to have to ask Kent about this photo. I love it. Okay, here goes Kent for his ball 2. And what you want to do for the skill shot here, it's kind of tough to see from the camera angle, but this board here, it's like an old jukebox. And the numbers go up to 150,000. and you want to time it so that when you do your plunge, your ball gets into the saucer back here right as it hits 150,000 for like that number one hit. And then that gets multiplied for each subsequent ball. So that can be real big points when you need them. And I've lost games because I screwed up that skill shot on an extra ball. All I needed to do was just hit the 150,000 and I mistimed it. Anyways, we are into multi-ball. We were in multi-ball. That was a quick one. Kent's going to do here is he's going to go for some food. He's collecting some fries over there. Looks like Pepe wants some root beer now. Oh, and chili, that's what that is. This game's making me hungry. I didn't eat enough for dinner. Okay, so Kent's got a ball locked again. He's got that number one hit, 2 times 150,000, easy points. He's got a 3 times bonus multiplier, that's pretty good. That shows up as your tip at the end when it says like 1% tip, 2% tip. That's actually your bonus multiplier. Now to start his multi-ball, he wants to shoot it up here and all the way around into that saucer. Or, sometimes even easier, that's an unfortunate drain. Just go right up here into here and it'll often spot you that and start the multi-ball for you. That's a pretty good ball for Kent. And he gets a skill shot here. So yeah, if he plays this right, he's going to get another 300,000 just for the skill shot. And he does. Gets his one flip. Oh no, he started his multi-ball. That is a shame. That can certainly be the downside of having extra balls on or even doing a flip. I don't know really what he could have done there though. It just was unfortunate that after he was in the bumpers, it kicked it back up here into that saucer, and then that's what started his multi-ball. So advanced dying time looks really good. You can see all these points that you have available to you, but you can't collect dying time until you serve all of your customers. So it's a little bit later down the line, but it can be huge points. So you can see Carrie was a little bit early on that plunge, so she got number 2, only for 100,000. But it's better than completely mistiming it and have it drop down to number 5, which I think is like 50,000. So that can make a big difference, especially when it's multiplied in ball 3. Ooh, nice save there. That was coming screaming for the center there. I know we have an umbrella on the rig now, but I really enjoy the chandelier reflections. It's not great for the stream, especially when it covers the flippers, but it looks very pretty.
Are you circling the chandelier?
Yeah, I love the chandelier. It's great. It adds some class to the stream.
Right? Glare and class. We actually have a little umbrella on top of the thing that's supposed to try to help with that, but it kind of, as you can see by looking out in the room, the chandelier's behind the glare.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Is this one out, or did you intentionally unplug it?
I unplugged it on purpose.
Yeah.
Because it was an insane glare on the top of Mousing Around, and
Yeah.
people were really complaining about it. So
Friggin' customers complaining.
constantly. Yep.
This game's
you create
broken.
Pinball Paradise,
Yeah.
and people just bitch and moan. Just kidding. I love you. No, it's all good. It's mechanical games. They break down. Things happen. There's always problems. So.
I can't imagine how much time you're having to put into the machines just to keep them running.
Yeah, I mean quite a bit, but they get to a point where they're pretty good, and then the less major things happen.
Yeah.
It's just more about maintenance, and so. And I enjoy it, actually. All jokes aside, I love coming in and puttering around and fixing things. And
it's one of the reasons why I wanted to own a pinball machine, because I like tinkering. And even if it's mechanical, and if it's not board work, you can kind of usually figure it out. It's it looks like a mess when you get under a pinball machine, but just a couple of wires and maybe
you
some
can learn
coils and
anything.
whatnot.
On the internet, right? Like you just look stuff up, ask questions.
There's so many
read
resources
stuff.
out there.
Totally.
Yeah. People are super helpful.
Yep. And you just make mistakes, right? That's how you learn. You just try, and if that doesn't work, try something else. And it's pretty fun stuff. Oh, I'm up on Diner.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Here you go. Doors open.
Please,
stir
chat.
Stir that cup.
Yeah. Serve some customers.
Serve some
for
customers.
God's
Yeah.
sake.
Get that dine time. All right. Let's cheer Carrie on here for ball 3. She needs some points. I'm not sure what game they're on, but I'm going to assume it's getting a little bit later in the night for them, and we'll see how it all shakes out. Carrie has enough points to crack the A division. So there's an easy 350 right there, just getting that skill shot. That's huge. Oh, I think she has a ball locked, so she's just going for a multi-ball, which this will start it. So this multi-ball can be pretty squirrely, but I think what you want to do is get it back up into the saucer, up in there, and then hit here. But there you go. Multi-ball's over, just that fast. So she's got her cup lit, which can be, oh no. That was a tough one. Okay. I am going to go see if I can find a game to track here. I think a lot of people might be done. I'll see if I can find another group. Okay, we are back with Baywatch. Find the group here. I'll have to figure out the player order in a minute. So that is definitely Dylan playing. So is he player 4? I think he is. Too many animations on screen. Oh wow, that rig is a touch crooked, isn't it? I'll try to straighten that out after the next ball. I'll do that right now. Okay, we're back. Oh, I just saw the comment there, Jason. Yeah, the Parsons brothers are tough to beat on Diner. They're friggin' really good at that, and they have amazing comebacks. Down 10 million and come back and win on Diner. All right, this is Brad Spennel. So it looks like he was player 1. Dylan was player 4. I'm gonna have to guess on the other ones. Brad, Corey, Tommy, Dylan. All right. So Corey got 168 on his ball 1 or something near that. Let's see what he's up to here. Getting his SPF. Got to protect that skin. Ramps are tight shots. What's he going for here? Gets it up in the tower, and you qualify your locks by there's 3 drop targets right here. Kind of tough to see with that rail going over top of it. But you knock those guys down, and that'll qualify your lock, and then you collect it in the guard tower. Nice save there, good dig. See the stream behind Corey here. It's a little bit delayed. Ooh, he takes the shark shot. It can be kind of dangerous to go across the playfield like that, but boy, did he ever nail that one cleanly. Ooh, nice nudge there. He did have the outlane ball save there, but if you don't need to use it, why bother? And you can see him using it right there. Looks like he qualified another one of those. It's nice if you can get him lit back to back like that. I think that's one of the things you get out of the shark shot too. So you can keep relighting that ball save. I'd never played this game until Carrie got it, I guess a couple months ago. It's an interesting one. I was going to say it's a Data East, it's a Sega, it's the same thing. You'll notice it has the ginormous DMD screen, so you can fit up to 6 player scores on it, which was a gimmick they had. Maverick also has a massive screen. I can't remember the other games that have it, but definitely Baywatch and Maverick. All right, Corey's into multi-ball. Hit the lit shots to collect those 30 millions. I don't know who this guy is that's swimming in a t-shirt. Is that one of the developers? Looks very different than the other people there. All right. Corey's got a couple balls trapped up there. Did. Wow. And just drained a few of them.
Still in multi-ball here. Oh, it's Kevin. Kevin was in the middle. Who's Kevin? Carrot top before the roids. Wow. Yeah, he certainly hit the gym. Oh, wow. Saved one of those there, but then it went down anyways. Corey's putting up a really good score here. It's tough to see on the stream, but this little flipper here, it's got a little shark fin on top of it, which is really cute. Corey's not really happy with that drain, but it is a heck of a game that he's played there. I think that was only ball 2. It is. So Tommy's going for the side ramp, so the ball is going to come around, and it should kick back. See it? Oh, there you go. And then you want to hit it with that flipper up here. Just sometimes, though, when you pick that skill shot, it does not make it all the way down here, and you essentially just waste it, which is unfortunate. So you'll see a lot of people just go for the rollovers for the SPF up top. Just hit the lit one. Because if you get 3 skill shots in a row, it'll give you 50 million bonus on your third ball, which can be pretty big. Man, that ball just really wants to go into that charcoal. Okay, here's the video mode, which has a pattern to it. I think it's like center, right, left. I don't know. I gotta learn that one. It's fast though. Ooh, that one was rough. Just missed that shot, but hit it so clean that it just came screaming back down the middle. So you can see Dylan got 20 million there on his skill shot, so that means he got it on ball 1 already. So he's got 2 of them. So we'll see on ball 3 if he gets that third skill shot. I think it'll be 30 million, and then he'll get 50 million for getting 3 in a row. Nice nudge. Kick out is a bit weak, but at least he gets it on second try. It's nothing worse than losing your ball because the kicker just does not kick the ball far enough and then just goes down and drains. Ooh, power in lane. Let's see what the scores are here. 125, so pretty close other than Corey. He's got a pretty hefty lead there with 822, but everyone else is pretty tightly grouped here. So we'll see if Brad gets the bonus on the skill shot, because he's already got his first 2. His top lane's lit for 30. He's got to do is hit the lit letter, and he does. And you'll see you got 3 of the kind bonus there for 50 million. 3 lobsters. I know Carrie's talked about dreaming about having Pamela Anderson come down and play this game, because she just lives up island up in Ladysmith. So, man, that would be pretty cool if she made it down to play Baywatch. All right, we're running in the sand here. Video mode, I think you just mash the flipper buttons. Wow, 110 million for that. I mean, I love a video mode when I get it and it spits me out easy points, but it sure is frustrating when you're watching somebody else get like 100 million there for doing not a heck of a lot. Nice save. Probably should have clipped that, but too late now. Okay. Where's Brad going here? He has one letter to spell guard. I don't know what that does. I thought that was multi-ball, but it's not. Unless it's a guard multi-ball. Guard tower multi-ball? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, he's got control again. Going for it on the fly. I don't know if he actually sees that that's the last letter he needs or not. I don't think he does, because he's not shooting for it. Oh, wow, nice save. Similar to Tommy's drain there, just came screaming back down the middle, but he got a piece of it. That's nice. I like this game, it just spits out words. Helicopter, truck will come up. I have some vehicles. I have no idea what that does, but it spells it out in large letters. Oh, he's in a mode, so he can't collect that last letter right now, even if he did get it up that guard ramp. Shoot the spinner. I have no idea where the spinner is. Wow. Brad is putting up some serious points. That was a really, really good ball. He's happy about it. I'd be happy about that. Didn't catch Corey, but that was a lot of points. Really going to put the pressure on Tommy and Dylan to try to catch up there. Corey also got the lobster bonus, 3 of a kind. Probably should have done this earlier as well, but I'm going to pull up pin tips so I can actually know what I'm talking about here. It tells me absolutely nothing about spelling guard. Okay. Well, that wasn't a vehicle. Or is a Scarab a vehicle? I don't know. Oh, complete guard for millions. I could just read the screen. I don't even need pin tips. That's probably why it's not on there. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, now I remember. Now you get into this where there are millions to collect. He's got to hit the lit shots, but those are big. Oh, it counts down, but it starts at 50 mil. So he's got one of those. Just can't quite get it under control at the moment. Man. So is that it at 20 mil? It's going to end? So he got 2 shots? Not a great guard millions, but that's okay. Over a bill on day watch is pretty dang good. I'm not sure if this group has another game or if this is the last one. If it is, I think that might be the last game of the night, but we will see. What's Corey doing now? Maybe try to get his multi-ball going. Or to say, you know what? 1.1 bill, I think that'll be okay. Not a ton of bonus. I think we'll be happy with that. Okay, let's see what Tommy does here. Is he going for that side ramp? He's going for it again. And he gets it. That's a great skill shot, but I've just found it, maybe it's fixed consistently now. I just found it to be a little bit inconsistent, and I was missing out on those points and losing that streak of trying to get 3 in a row. So I tend to play it safe. Nice saves by Tommy there. Oh, wow. That's an interesting one. Let's clip that guy. Okay, we're back in action now. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna see if I actually got that to clip. Did that work? I did. But I didn't clip it fast enough, so now you're just staring at a ball. That's not fun. All right, another 3-of-a-kind bonus. Let's see what Dylan can do here. So he's already ahead of Tommy. Now he's got quite a bit of work here to catch John, and then double that to catch Corey. Some dangerous side to side, but he is surviving. Looks like those pops are paying out $2 million a pop. That's pretty good. Although, as you can see, $2 million is not a lot of points in this game. Nope. Oh no, scary shark. Rescuing people with a helicopter. That looks fun. Well, that boat sinking and on fire doesn't look very fun, but rescuing the people out of the water, that's pretty cool. Shoot the yellow target. Oh, you gotta hit the stand-ups. That's a little deadly. But man, look at that. He's already at 471 million. If he just hits a couple more of these stand-ups, he's going to be pretty darn close to John. Oh, man. That was a really good ball. But that is not going to be enough to pass John unless he gets a colossal bonus here. Whoa. All right. We just got raided by Hanger Pinball. Thank you, Hanger Pinball. We might have one more game here. This could be the last game of the night. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. It's a Minnesota retro gamer, I'm going to assume. right. Is that it for the night?
That's all, folks.
Okay.
That's all.
We just got raided too, unfortunately.
Yeah, from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Retro Gamer. We'll definitely check you out. I mean, I try to pop onto Twitch streams.
It's a hanger pinball.
Quite quick. Hanger Pinball. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Stream Pinball. Well, regardless, Hanger Pinball and Minnesota Retro Gamer. Try to check you out. I definitely have Twitch streams on at home. Alyssa and I watch quite often. Quite often, a lot of things. Pinball for background sound, all that jazz.
Yeah. Well, it looked like Minnesota Retro Gamer every day at noon to 1 Central, so that's 10 to 11 here.
Yeah.
So you could watch some breakfast, have some breakfast, and watch some Minnesota Retro.
Hell yeah. Oh, they changed the pinball thumbnail. Now instead of it just being a flipper, it's pinball in rainbow letters.
Yeah, I noticed that recently. I don't know who chooses that, but yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because us being on the West Coast and streaming, like late, 7 to 10, let's say, 7 to 9, sometimes till 10.
Yeah.
Just worked out that the groups were all done pretty early, so I had to stream, Carrie's group, Fuji, and Kent twice. And then ours, because we were playing the last one, and a couple of people in our group were like, "Oh, I guess we're just not going to be on stream." And I'm like, "I've been running around. There are a few groups that definitely didn't get on tonight." Like,
I think Carrie's group, they were the only one that was duplicated. We didn't duplicate any games, so did okay.
I think combining the fact that not showing the same game on a league night twice is good.
Yeah.
Ideally, not having to have you leave the booth so that things are getting done for you would be the ideal. And then also, ideally showing everyone.
Well, Carrie's got to charge more so we can hire some staff around here.
Yeah, right. Rates are going up, y'all. Rates are going up. The stream went very well. Thank you. Unfortunately, we are just ending off that game of Baywatch. Hopefully, I put on enough of a show for y'all. It's my first.
That was a great game of Baywatch.
That's my previous best on Baywatch was probably 400 million. I don't know the game. That's probably the 7th time I've ever played it. But I just recently watched a bunch of videos on how to play it, so I actually somewhat knew what I was doing.
So what was your strat going in? And actually, before you start on that, I thought you did an impressive job of bricking a ton of shots on your your guard millions. You got that first one right away, and then it was just brick fest.
I was trying for the R, and it's weird because I was trying for the R and the D, because the U and the A I find are the harder shots. The U is easier than the A, but those are the hardest ones. I was just gonna whatever. If I get those, I get those.
Yeah.
But I was trying for the R and the D, but I think in my brain I was like, oh, either of these is fine. And then I just kept hitting the drop targets in between, and it was coming right back, and I was like, but at least it was in control. It was never in danger of draining. So there was that.
I think that reminds me of, I think I was playing Bond or something in a tournament this summer, and you were watching me take 20 shots and not hit a hit a thing.
Goodness. And the thing that really gets on my nerves is when you're playing a table, and as an example on Meteor earlier today, I just got housed on ball 1 and 2. I dropped drops on ball 3 to juice my spinner, maxed it out, ripped the spinner, caught it back on the left side, missed my spinner, drain. So my game of Meteor was 3 flips, essentially. And then you watch some of the other people that you're playing, and it's like, hey, you missed way more than 1 time. I only missed 1 time. Why do you get to keep play and I don't get to keep play? But yeah, Baywatch is a very underrated game. At first, I was a little uncertain as to how to feel about the game, but now it's I don't want to say it's a top tier, but if someone picks it, I'm not going
Yeah.
And it's not you're not super gonna drain down the center. That right out lane is really the only place you're gonna drain.
Yeah.
And then you've got a little flipper that's right there that you can kind of
use it to guard.
Yeah, air defense yourself a little bit. So I don't know. There are worse things. It just feels like the scoring is a little bit uneven as far as some of the modes, that mode that Dylan was in at the end, where it was the stand-ups are 25 million each.
Yeah,
but you can just hit any of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, I hit one and now
it's
it's not.
gone.
So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Guard Millions is 50 each, which, yes, it's double. But the stand-up, I don't even know how you get into that. But then you just do-do-do-do. And you got 150 million points from one flip, and then the ball bounced around and hit stand-ups for you.
You would have had like 200
Insane.
million at the end of your Guard Millions if
Insane.
that was
Insane.
just
Yeah.
giving you the gears.
Yeah. Anyways, we have a raid all queued up. Thanks for tuning in. For the folks that are watching and looking for something to do, Split Flipper tomorrow for Valentine's Day. There's a cute gift basket.
And then
Really fun.
Mega maxed on Sunday, and then we're back here on Thursday for our playoffs.
For our playoffs,
Yeah.
yeah. So stay tuned to watch some, real the tippity top action. Mega Max, if you were curious, 26 head-to-head games for qualifying, and then 5 games
Per round.
per round in the semis and finals. So it's a lot of pinball. It is a long day. It's
Bring
like
snacks. Well, they
noon.
usually order pizza too, but
like noon
hydrate,
until 10.
food.
But a really good time.
Yeah.
We've really enjoyed doing the Mega Maxes for a while now here
So
on the island.
I really enjoy it. I usually qualify really well and then completely crap the bed in the playoffs. But
Yeah.
that's just what I do. So we'll see what I do in playoffs next week.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we'll try not to. But yeah, we'll have a long stream next week because it's 3 rounds of playoff action. Sorry, I thought you were thumbsing up, but no, you're waiting for a fist bump.
No.
Yeah,
Oh
it's gonna be-
yeah, because for the first time it is going to be top 12
That's
rather
right.
than top 8.
Yeah, we
for
had so
league
many
finals.
people out for league this year. We have well over 30 players that have played at least 3 nights to qualify for
Huge.
Whoppers.
Huge.
So yeah, it's been great. We had another 33 out tonight. I wasn't playing. Ron's on holidays. Unfortunately, he's not going to be here for playoffs. Dan's in Hawaii.
But Dan's not going to be back for next week.
no, he'll be back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll be back for the
Yeah.
finals.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So join us next week. I've been blabbing too much. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to
No such
switch
thing.
over to Die Hard Pinball.
peace out, y'all.
Amazon Prime members get free Dash Pass from Door.